So we're gonna focus a lot this week on fog and clouds. Obviously, this is sort of a lecture on that. We're gonna talk about the groupings of clouds that are really important for this class. So we have four categories that we constrain clouds to. We have high clouds, middle clouds, low clouds, and we have clouds with vertical development. So this is kind of a special catch-all category for clouds that span multiple layers. So when we talk about high clouds, usually these are wispy in some way, and they are cirriform clouds. So they will have the word cirrus or cirr in them. So you've got cirrus as the base one. That's wispy clouds that you see that are very high up. If all those wispy clouds are kind of forming a large layer, they'll be cirrostratus. If they form little popcorn kernels kind of really high up in the air, they'll be cirrocumulus. So you can combine different types of clouds. So you've probably all heard of cumulus clouds. So cirrocumulus are little, really puffy clouds really high up in the air. Middle clouds are clouds that start with alto, and they again happen between these two heights, 2,000 meters and 7,000 meters. And in this case, you've got either puffy clouds that are in this middle layer called alto cumulus, or you have a layer cloud. So this will be a slightly thicker, more robust layer cloud than the cirrostratus. But again, it's a wispy-ish middle layer of cloud that just takes up a large area. And then we get down to low clouds, and then you've got stratus clouds. So you've got stratus or stratocumulus, where they can be puffy clouds that are forming a large layer. Or if it happens to be raining, anytime it's raining, it will have nimbo in the name. So again, stratus clouds are layer clouds. You've got nimbostratus, so it's a raining layer cloud. And then you've got the cumulus clouds, which start off as a low cloud, but as they grow, because again cumulus clouds grow, you get vertical development with cumulonimbus clouds, which take up this entire area.